Day 15 of a government shutdown. For the 8th time, the Senate failed to advance a bill to reopen the government. Democrats are pushing to include extended health care subsidies, but Republicans, including President Trump, are standing firm against it. Listen to this.
We are closing up Democrat programs that we disagree with, and they're never going to open again.
Why don't we just have a negotiation, figure out what the fix to these rising premiums are going to be, and then open the government and implement it?
I don't have anything to negotiate. I'll say this again to everyone here. We did not load up the temporary funding bill with any Republican priorities or partisan priorities at all.
CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small has been following developments from Capitol Hill and joins me now. So Taurean, now that the president is back from the Middle East, will he step in and try to bring the two parties together?
I mean, presumably, I think what has been instructive is what his vice president told Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation this weekend when asked why the president hasn't had a more forceful approach in this. Also seemingly because he's been negotiating this peace deal, but why he hasn't been more forthcoming with bringing these two sides to the table to figure out a fix. J.D. Vance said that this, in his opinion, felt more like a hostage situation, more so than actual talks. And I think there's a fundamental difference here between the parties on where they see this CR going. Republicans say that all they're asking for is time. There's an opportunity to discuss what Democrats would want in a full appropriations bill, but they're just trying to keep the government open or reopen it now. Democrats, however, are saying they can't trust Republicans will give them that IOU if they help them cross the finish line like they did in March. They're saying now is the time to negotiate these crucial health care premiums that are set to go up at the end of the year if those tax credits, a part of the Affordable Care Act, sunset at the end of the year. And they're saying they also want guarantees and guardrails that the president just won't pare back that funding after it's appropriated.
Let me ask you about Senator John Thune, Taurean, who says he thinks Congress needs more time to get appropriations going. But Speaker Mike Johnson refuses to bring House members back to work. So explain this rift. I mean, we've been saying that both sides are dug in, but it does seem as if we've seen more rifts and more breaks from the norm with Republicans than we have with Democrats thus far.
Yeah, Leader Thune and Speaker Johnson have spoken at press conferences together over the past couple of weeks, saying that they're united in the fact that they need Democrats to be willing to help them out on this part of this. But it's been clear that there are some cracks in where Thune and Johnson agree on how to move forward with this process. For example, outside of what you mentioned, I'll talk about that in a second, Leader Thune said that he was also on board with the standalone bill that would see military troops being paid. Obviously, the executive branch has stepped in to take care of that. But Johnson dismissed that, saying that it would only give a win to Democrats. Now Thune is saying, looking at the intentions of this continuing resolution, it's originally an intent to give 7 weeks to negotiate a full appropriations. Now that 2 weeks is gone from that, he's saying it's likely that they'll need more time to figure out an appropriations bill. So that means a modification to a continuing resolution is potentially on the table. If that happens, Johnson has to bring back his conference, and they have to vote it out of their chamber in order to get it to the president's desk.
All right, Taurean Small reporting from the Hill, where we just showed you live pictures of House Speaker Mike Johnson there before the cameras. Taurean, there he is. We're obviously listening in to what he is saying, and if there is something of value, obviously we'll bring it to you and our viewers. Taurean Small for us on the Hill. Thank you, Taurean.